Before we start, I got a little proverb to read here.
Yeah.
This is from book 21 of the Iliad. Achilles talking about Agamemnon. Quote, he cheated me, and he did me hurt. Let him not beguile me with words again. I mean, in the spirit of words mean things. We are gathered here today. It's been a week of trials, hasn't it been?
He fornicated me, and he made me squirt. Let not woo is we without Jesus, and Queen's trash be ever without sin.
We have traded one retard fat Greek faggot for an actual faggot, one that we love.
That's my introduction.
Yeah.
Yes, that's welcome, Black.
It's the return of our favorite little boy lover.
No, what? What on earth happened? How did this happen?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. You went to one too many parties with Bryan Singer.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And then I found myself on MK Ultra Money.
You were telling me some nanobot stuff, like off the record right before. Like I would love to hear that on record because that was fucking fascinating.
Well, you just have to think about what is possible. Like anybody that loves sci-fi, right? Like thinks about what is possible with known materials and principles of other things we know in science, right? I think
which should be trusted, and it should be trusted and respected.
We got science respecter in the house.
Thank you for having me. Good to be here.
Yes, he is our resident Jew of the episode. So
yes,
he's protecting us from all bankers. Arsen is throwing a cross at him, but we brought him here to protect us from the bankers and the taxmen.
my family survived the Great Purge, otherwise known as the Holocaust. So we are the chosen people. I mean, the Jews are the chosen people.
I mean, there is only
But I'm glad to be
2,000 of
here.
them killed, so it wasn't like hard to survive it or anything.
I mean, wait, like, isn't it sad to consider that? I mean, out of World War II, the Jews they got their own country there. I mean, the Greeks ended up still getting controlled by German capital.
Back to gay people and faggots, and we make fun of Jules for being a faggot, but the original faggots were the Greeks.
Nanobots.
Yeah, the guys.
Yeah,
the Greeks, the original boy lovers.
fucking Greeks.
The word nanobot, it actually comes from the Greek word nanobutt, which means very, very tiny butt, which is how they liked the butts on their boys.
And nano is a masculine term in the Greek language because they like to prefer the boy butts.
Yeah.
And they do not like the little girl pussy.
Why is that like morphing into Schwarzenegger?
That's just how it happens.
This watch, it's your father's watch. You have to put it in your ass. It's your father's watch. You keep it in his ass.
So we have to address something.
Yeah, we had a bit of a fallout with this friend of ours.
Friend's a loose term.
Yeah,
it's a strong term.
Former friend.
Yeah, former friend.
Yeah.
718 TV, Mr. Stained Haynes,
Mr. Shit Britches,
who's been airing a lot of shit out on the timeline.
You know what? No, he
including my phone number.
Well, he hasn't been airing anything. That's the thing. He hasn't been.
What
airing
is
anything.
doxing?
He's literally just been like
a phone book.
yelling. That's it. He's just been saying
into the
shit,
void,
like to nobody.
It's the same screenshot over and over, and that screenshot doesn't support his narrative.
And remember, ladies and jerks, that this is a constant reminder that I will be giving you every fucking 30 minutes that Grift Shop is a thief and a liar and a scoundrel and a scallywag and a fucking ne'er-do-well. And what other fucking stupid words? Other fucking stupid? Hold on.
SAT
Hold
words.
on. Let me pull out my fucking thesaurus. What other stupid fucking words can I use for this?
I mean,
Rorschach's journal.
Who
grifts the Grift Shop? Who grifts the Grift Shop?
I did go as Snake, so
He's not wrong about you being a snake.
If this
just
were
the wrong context.
if this were professional wrestling, if that were real life, that is what would follow.
Yeah.
And
he's a heel. He's a heel. That's the thing. He's a pro wrestler and he's a heel.
he wears the fucking mask like an autist.
And he's the heel here.
Yeah.
He's the heel for us.
Yeah.
We're using him as the heel for content right here. You're listening to it. You're hearing about it. You're hearing about our lives and our personal feud with a friend who is a prior friend who I'm honestly. It sucks that you're not my friend anymore, man. It fucking sucks.
Don't
this
say,
shit
cut
fucking
that out.
sucks.
That's gay. That's gay.
Cut that out. No,
Yeah.
fuck you little Greek, you fucking Greek kike piece of shit. Fuck you, you Greek spick motherfucker. All right, cut that out.
No, I'm not cutting either.
Just bleep it. Just bleep it. Greeks are kikes with no money. This contemptuous scoundrel swindled me and panhandled me out of the $10 that he rightfully owes me so that I can pay my rent for the cardboard box, for the literal cardboard box that I rent.
All right, so let's give some backstory for everyone here now. Jules was not at the party. So what happened originally was Grift and Stained have been screen printing shirts prior to all this and whatnot, and they were going to sell at the party some of their shirt collabs, and then they also had an Escape from MK Ultra shirt.
In case he listens to this, I have your in case you want to try any other funny shit, faggot.
He also posted his own address on Twitter,
He
which
posted
was really
his
weird.
customers' tracking numbers. A receipt of three
All 3 shirts that he sold this year.
of 3 one post office purchase, 3 different items. Each of them had the tracking number. Anyone could go and see where the people's addresses are. Which, I mean, they're probably not, but I mean,
Do you need to prove
times
that badly
have
you sold
changed.
3 shirts?
Yeah.
times have changed. You know, proof of concept.
Reminder: I
When
sold 3 T-shirts on Twitter. And I saw you retweeted someone too that like had his address for the return address. Like, why would you just retweet that? But whatever. I asked Grift when we were all about to start
Try not
podcasting.
to say my real name.
I know. I almost.
It's
It's so hard because I call you your name on a daily basis because you fucking live with me. But I asked him. I'm like, because I already assumed this would be the case. Hey, if you guys sell any of the MK Ultra shirts at the party, could I get a cut? Because 1, it's basically off my branding. 2, we're selling it at my party in my apartment.
The intellectual property of your branding to demand. This is seizing the means of your own production here, folks. You are controlling your digital identity, your meat space digital crossover identity in the world.
He wasn't asked for a cut for anything else, despite any fucking legitimate venue that will allow you to sell merch will always ask for a cut of the merch in order for you to operate your storefront.
Yeah,
that's how
of
business
course.
works. And he was asked for only the part that involved branding that wasn't even his, and he fucking some random guy.
Wait, we're getting there. Hold on. Wait, you're getting ahead of it. But we're getting there. We gotta do the story in chronological order. We're not trying to Tarantino this shit.
I'm Quentin Tarantino. The story ends.
Of course you are, because you say the N-word a lot.
That's right. Does this look like it says dead T-shirt? Does this say dead T-shirt to you?
Alright. This is all a fucking moot point.
Okay,
you asked me, I'm like, sure.
I asked
I asked Stain, like, yo, is this cool? And he's like, yeah, oh, cool, yeah, no.
we
we're friends just having a chat before the party agreeing to things. And then this motherfucker gets blackout drunk.
No, hold on, wait, we're getting there. I know everyone's excited here, but let's tell the story in order.
Great storyteller and famous director of Penis Boy is telling us how to tell a story right now.
I did not write Penis Boy. I only directed it for the record. People seem to forget that. You can look at the credits. I did not write the script.
He wrote the script.
I only have a partial story credit on it.
He wrote the script.
I did not write Penis Boy. Please know that. I did write the one scene with Connor and the body pillow. That scene was good. But
The
anyways,
entire script.
none of this. That's that one scene.
Everywhere.
All right.
So I simply asked. I didn't ask for any specific cut. I didn't ask for any of the other shirts. I did not demand it. I literally just asked, hey, could I get a cut of this? Because I assumed I was going to get it. But, like, you know, if they said no, I'm not going to, like, be like, oh, well, you can't sell it. I literally asked. Griff said okay.
Like, even if he had said no and we would have split those, like, particular, like, 6 shirts 50-50 or something, like, I would have just given you, half of it anyway. Because that's what fucking, like, friends and party hosts and business collaborators and anyone operating in good faith would do, just because that's fucking the spirit of doing business.
Yeah.
Like, the fumbling of the bag that night was, like, on top of everything else, the fumbling of the bag was truly, like, historic. Like, not, like, this all happened before we had a chance to even sell any shirts.
Yeah. So this was all like no issue. He didn't bring up any qualms to you or anything like that. Like, he just said, fine, not a problem. Also, this is a guy who constantly will just come here with a bag of t-shirts and then just start fucking handing them out to people. So it's like, wait, why does the profit margin...
That's how he doesn't sell any fucking shirts. He just keeps giving them away for free. Huh? Guys, why can't I do a legitimate business? Why can't I make any money off of the shirts that I literally give away for free? Because that's how fucking worthless they are. And my entire house is filled to the fucking ceiling with t-shirts, and I don't know how to get rid of them. Why can't I make any money?
Also, for like, one, it cost him like $2 per shirt to make them.
That's like an entire month's rent for him.
Yeah. So it cost.
That's his fucking weekly food. That's his weekly food budget of free peanuts.
I got the impression he had a lot more money.
He has no money, clearly, from what we've learned from this past month.
Maybe it's not.
Not
maybe
even
it's
month,
not
like 2
money
weeks.
motivated. Maybe it's not. I mean, it strikes. There's a certain amount of, like, self-sabotage in it too, because turning someone into a heel for content, it's a sort of like you're burnt, because it wasn't only a bag fumble of that night. It was a bag fumble of many future collabs, now designs that he is now selling or giving out or whatever. That
He's donating your.
Yeah, we're getting to that. We're getting to that. I'm trying to tell the story in fucking order, and you motherfuckers are like, oh, and here's the end of the story. Here's like the third act. Here's like the prequel. It's like, shut the fuck up.
All right, everyone. All right,
dude,
we're
not filming Penis Boy. We're filming Memento.
let the guy who fully wrote the entire script of Penis Boy.
He's not here. His name is Nate. He's not here tonight. Nate is not here tonight. Who wrote the script? Nate Pallant.
Let the author of the autobiographical book that was later adapted into a movie, Penis Boy, tell the rest of the story.
It was based off of Arsen, because he got called Penis Boy because his head looks like a penis.
Because I had a really huge penis.
His head looks like a penis.
Yeah, it's because I had a really huge dick, dude. Take it back. Dude, take it back.
Dude, I've literally sucked your cock. It's not that big.
Dude, it's so big.
Dude,
my dick is... You know how, like...
I can literally talk with your cock in my mouth, and everyone can understand me perfectly.
You know how, like... When
I'm literally talking with your cock in my mouth right now,
dude,
and everyone can understand me here.
But I'm sitting 3 feet away from you. You know how, like, when something is so hot that it feels cold? That's what my dick is. My dick is so big that it, like, circles back around.
Yeah, but the problem is that, like, your dick is like a fucking ruler, where, like, it's long, but it's so fucking
like a
thin.
needle. Yeah, get a needle
dick.
It's like a fucking acupuncture needle.
Yeah.
It's like a sword.
Yeah.
I like to think of my dick as a sword because I'd be slicing bitches open with it.
Like a rapier?
Like a rapier, because I'm a rapiest.
When Arsen has sex with his girlfriend, he doesn't penetrate her. He just stabs her fucking clitoris over and over and over again.
Wear chainmail in the fucking bed.
he calls his dick the vaccine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so the shirts, he said, have cost like $2 to make. These screen printed shirts that he charges $40 for.
That's the $2 or $2 whatever is the cost of the physical item itself. Yeah. Obviously, like his labor, screen, like making the screens and the ink and the time to.
What's the monetary cost of the whole shirt?
The half a can of beans he has to ration for the week.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. It does not matter.
So it's somewhere under the $10 range. Clearly, let's say $5 for the ink. There's no way that all that ink for one shirt costs $3.
Thing is,
Isn't
I
that
don't
literally
know.
just like acrylic paint that you could get at you could get from like Crayola.
Again, we're talking dollars. We're talking cents and like small 2-digit dollars here. Like
No, I think St. Haynes has. I think he has a stable foundation. There's something about
Clearly not.
Absolutely not.
I do not. The last word I would use to describe Stain Haynes after this is stable.
I think
I'm picturing like a crumbling like Acropolis.
He's like a fucking like bear, like balancing himself on a fucking like ball, like one of those Russian circuses. Like it's like an unstable equilibrium where like any slight imbalance will fucking ruin it.
to say the least. It reeks of kayfabe for some reason.
Yes.
Maybe
The
because
heel.
That's just
That's-
the Greek. That's just the smell of Greek that's still lingering.
someone
That's
just
still
said
lingering in
yes
the bricks.
emphatically.
It's the smell of
So
the
someone
theater.
Arsen
Yeah.
said no, noted, and someone said yes emphatically.
I don't even know
But-
what that. I don't even know what kayfabe is. Dude.
Yeah, neither do I.
It's
Yeah.
Is this a gay thing?
It's
Kayfabe.
It's like talking heads on a cable news show. It's like two wrestler personas hyped up against
Yeah.
each other.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the villain and the hero. It's like a contrived,
For sure.
manufactured human drama for spectacle, like interpersonal conflict. Yeah,
some kayfabe is like if you look at the movie The Wrestler, Darren Aronofsky, that's based on like real hardcore wrestling. Those guys are really cutting themselves with barbed wire and jumping dangerous heights, and they're real. Like when you watch what they're doing, it's like they're really doing that. However, like who wins is part of the kayfabe, right? But the point is, it's also very real, right? Politics is something that I think is good to think of as kayfabe often. There's a controlled drama. Maybe it's him wearing the wrestling mask all the time that makes me think that, because I'm not really picking up on anything in the room. You know, as a Kodak Black connoisseur, right? As like I like to it makes me think.
Okay.
It makes me think.
All
Terms
right.
of like we're
going.
through Halloween, trick or treat. Like for all I know, this is like. For all I know, this is, like a theater, right? But I'm not picking up on Halloween, right? I'm picking up on, just good vibes and people, exploring and experimenting with podcasting and like having a giggle. Like that's really, and people are curious. We're learning stuff too along the way. That's the thing, is there's like, it's like absurd, and it's like it's
absurd.
chill, and it's like it's a roller coaster too sometimes. But this is like, I love MK Ultra Money. It's just such a great podcast. It's like,
hope they learn the conclusion.
Honestly, I don't even know if I can understand the story. So
Well, one of the great things about Jules, one of the reasons I love him specifically, is you can ask Jules any question, and no matter how little he knows about it, he'll still give you a full answer. And that's a talent, dude. That's a talent.
Yeah,
that's a
for sure.
fucking talent.
I say I don't know often.
it's okay. I mean, I experienced the story, and the way we're telling the story, I still don't know anything about the story. So
St. Haynes is a not ideal handle.
No, yeah,
I
it's
told
terrible.
him St. Haynes is basically, maybe I said something like bad magic.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Clearly,
it's like
it suits
not-
him well, but
Because that's why he's called Stained Haynes. He's too poor to do his laundry. So he doesn't got shit in his fucking britches because he's broke. You fucking broke. Listen to me. You're broke. You got no money. You got no money. You got no hose. You got nothing, bro. You suck. You're a fucking loser. You're a fucking embarrassment, bro. You're a fucking embarrassment. You should fucking yourself. Are you kidding me? You still, bro, you fucking
Hanged hands.
You fucking broke motherfucker crying over $10. I would hang myself if I was you. How the fuck are you not humiliated that you're still alive over $10 that you got paid for already? That you got paid for. You're a fucking loser, dude. And I know you know where I live. Pull up. Pull up. I know you know where I live. If you got a problem with what I'm saying with you, pull up, bitch. Fucking pathetic, bro. You're embarrassing.
It's funny because, like, you know, so many people grow up affected negatively because they get too much of daddy's money. And Stained is the reverse, where his dad just didn't give him anything or at all, and
He's
made
like,
him
I want to be just like you.
Yeah, let me be the cheapest fucking Greek in the world. Let me show the Jews what a Jew could really be.
Hey,
'cause
I monochrome that design. It's being sold
Oh,
on
oh,
shirts.
daddy's money? Oh, I forgot that's your
Design,
design
but, yeah.
right there, maybe.
But no, but like, okay, all right, because proceed.
So yeah,
Proceed.
$5 t-shirts. He's selling for $40, and now, like, even back when he was still
I was selling
collabing
it
with
for
Grift,
$40 too. But
yeah, but
It's-
I
it is
asked
what
you
it is.
today.
It's the
because-
grift. It's the grift.
I asked you today. I'm like, because I've just kept my mouth shut on what I thought of the shirts to begin with, because, you know, Griff was collabing with him, and I.
Oh,
wanted
that's
to
so
be
nice, man.
Fake friend.
Thank you.
Fake
yeah,
friend.
Fake. No. That's really sweet, man. Appreciate that, yo. Appreciate that, man.
I thought you were being facetious at first.
No.
But I mean, because obviously I love, like, a lot of your shit because we collab together, and I fucking own so much of it and wear it every day, including my MK Ultra Victim shirt, which
God,
I
this is
wear
so funny.
every fucking day.
We
But,
know. We can smell it.
by the way,
You know it smells crazy up in there.
and if you want to wear this shirt, also go to grift.shop. And you could get this MK Ultra Victim shirt. You can now get the White Pill collection, which will probably be out by the time this episode releases. And patreon.com/MKUltraMoney, $5 a month. You get bonus episodes. You get early episodes. You get extra content, whatever. Subscribe, buy a shirt, grift.shop, White Pill collection. Check it out. But yeah, so... They were charging $40 for this, and I asked Griff today, I'm like, why were you guys charging $40 for these shirts that cost $5 to make? That, like, you could have charged the same as the other shirts and still got way more of a profit margin because it's not the drop shipping. And then you told me that it was Stained who priced it at $40.
In his defense, he hasn't eaten food in 3 months.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I mean, the $40 in free shipping was a conception that I had. But again, this is like relitigating. Like me and him had been hanging out, going to put up flyers.
That's another thing. You're like 50 years old and you walk around putting up flyers.
Dude,
you fucking loser.
It's fun. It's fun.
You do what a 19-year-old does for fun at age 60.
Yeah. You do what
fucking old man loser.
You do what a 29-year-old does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Off by 10. That's okay.
Grift is getting a little roasted this episode, but it has to. It's it's coming
No,
with it.
it has to happen.
You have the same job as an unemployed fucking guy in a band. That's your job, but without any of the music, any of the talent. You're just you're doing all the annoying logistical shit that a guy who has no job and his band is trying to make it is doing. That's what you do, bro. That's what you do.
With no,
That's what you're acting high and mighty about right now, bro. That's what you're trying to be cool about right now.
with, like, no money to be made here.
With no money. You got no money. You got no hoes. You fucking suck. You're a loser.
I was looking forward to collaborating.
Yo, you should think about collaborating with money. You should think about collaborating with a fucking meal. You fucking broke bitch. You got no money. You got no hoes. You fucking suck. Here's a class that I took a while back. It was this class called Having More Than $10.
And Stain Haynes failed at.
He
got
out.
left backs for 3 years in a row and finally dropped out.
Yeah, he got kicked out the first day of class. The teacher was like, I can't teach this boy. I can't teach this boy. He's trying to put up posters in my classroom right now.
He saw someone drop crumbs from their cookie on the ground and was like, oh boy, lunch.
Ah, fuck.
I'm sorry, that joke doesn't make sense. He's way too fat for that.
No, but only poor people are fat.
Oh, true. You're right.
That's why he's broke, because he spends all his money on McDonald's and fucking arts and crafts. This motherfucker, he's like a toddler. He's like a fucking toddler, bro. All he does is just snip up fucking pieces of paper with gay shit on it.
Anyway, before we even had a chance,
this is a psychological preoccupation that he has with the fact that his dad never put up his fucking art on the fridge when he was a kid. That's why this dude puts up fucking posters everywhere, because his dad never fucking liked his artwork as a little boy. And also, you're broke. You got no money. You got no bitches. Fuck you.
Wait, the $40 shirts that he'll be like, they're a Stained Hanes original. Each one is unique, which is his excuse for them having fucking like ink defects all over it. So
Yeah,
it's like, let's sell a $40 shirt that has ink defects. And you know what? We'll call it an original Stained Hanes, and none are fucking the same because they all look like shit.
You know what's the funniest thing about that is that I told him to do that when we were both shit-faced like 2 months ago. I can't believe he actually did it. I'm like, that's the most
Top 10 pranks gone too far.
I'm like,
You mad lad.
yo,
How did you not know
bro.
he was so retarded he would take that seriously?
that's how drunk he was, bro. And that's
Dude,
how.
poor Greeks are just that retarded to be like, oh, that's a good idea.
I'm yacked out my fucking gourd, and I'm always like, yeah, man, you could do that, and I'd be like, yeah, each one is individual, like a physical NFT. And this fucking retard did it, bro. Holy shit,
Dude, he got one of those in the Grift Shop, man. It's kind of, I don't know. When you know,
You should
something's
do.
to be
You
said
know
for
what you
that.
should do? You
Yeah.
should sell all those same designs on your store and see who can fucking sell more shirts. There are your designs.
Yo, a Moloch design's gonna go crazy. I mean, that one is based off of a Super Predator thing, so I would feel kind of weird. But
I guess we'll make it-
Dorner was fucking censored, so he's winning on that front because he can do his own.
Okay, I guess we'll Tarantino real quick. So currently, he is selling designs that Grift made himself on his site.
Yeah, I saw a someone sent a post of a design that I had made for a collab we were going to do with Rare Candy Podcast. Shout out Rare Candy. But like it like I just saw it on a fucking shirt that he was doing, and like this was a design that we were going to do this sick tie-dye collab with them. Like they were going to get some shirts, make some tie guys, send them to us, stain
Tie guys?
some tie guys, yeah, some tie guys. They were going to send those tie guys to us in a Wayfair cabinet. I made this laughing Bernie design that said no refunds, and we're gonna do this collab, and then just saw the other
but
day.
he means it. No refunds.
Yeah.
No matter how shitty the shirt comes out.
Yeah.
No refunds, buddy.
Yeah, no,
That $40,
right.
it's his.
Yeah.
To fucking burn like a friendship over and so many bridges over something that is literally a manufactured. It is completely manufactured in your drunk mind, and you woke up the next day and you couldn't face the facts that that's what you fucking did, and you had to double down because you're a fucking coward.
If your bitch ass is listening, if you could manufacture shirts with as much quality as you could manufacture these lies in your mind, you might actually sell a couple of those pieces of shit. You broke motherfucker.
Everything's like going smooth up until this point. So a recap, because like we've gone like all over the place. A little recap here. We're at the 40-minute mark of the episode, which by the time I cut it might be like 30 minutes or whatever. But here's a little recap. So the party, pre-party, we're about to record. I asked for a cut of the MK Ultra victim shirt, or MK Ultra Escape from MK Ultra money shirt, whatever the fucking shirt was called. I asked for a cut of that. Griff says yes. Alex says yes. No problem. That's all we got so far chronologically in the story. Now, we get like later into the party. We podcast. We have a fun time. He's still handing out fucking shirts to people for free at this point. Like a bag of shirts.
Do you think that's why he's so angry? He thinks he made a lot more money on shirts than he actually did because he literally doesn't. He was so drunk he doesn't remember he gave away most of his fucking product.
Most likely. So it's later in the night. And I'm unaware of this at this point, but he's so drunk he is unironically scaring the host.
You got a piggy bank. You're putting pennies in it. You're saving up for a $40 Hanes T-shirt.
You took away your kid's lunch money so you could save for a $40 T-shirt made by Stained Hanes.
You're not buying $8 gallons of milk at lunch. You know? You're reducing the carton size, and inflation affects everyone.
All this. You're late on your car payment this month. Maybe they shut down your electricity and water, but hey, at least you're giving $40 to Stained Hanes for an incorrectly made T-shirt.
This is why like fucking McDonald's workers shouldn't get $15 an hour, because they'll have the same amount of quality as fucking
Dude,
Stained Hanes
don't
with
tell
the
anybody
shirts.
they make $50 an hour. Stain might think he can get an actual job. Hands, just so you know, I never really finish my milk. I let it get to about halfway through the carton, and then I throw it out. You know where I live, so feel free to dig through my trash cans. I know you're going through some hard times right now, bro. I'll tell you what, I'll even throw a couple of pennies and nickels in there for you. Go ahead and buy yourself a Lucy so you can roll up spliff with a shit weed that you smoke. You broke motherfucker. You got no money. You got no hose.
Dude,
Fuck you.
Arsen has what you call the spirit, like, and he can direct it, and he can direct it any way he wants.
My third eye is
Right?
open, bro. My third eye is
it's-
open.
But I also think he speaks from what he knows, right? And he speaks, and what he knows is trash. Not only does he know printers and their relationship to law enforcement and tracking, right?
Allegedly.
But he also
Allegedly.
he also speaks with the appreciation for the type of person that says, you know, we don't need a warrant to go through this trash.
Jules is back, everyone.
Jules is back. Hey, we missed you, baby.
Yeah.
We missed you.
He speaks to the libertarian common man, if you will.
You should make a pair of panties for the store. A pair of panties with a shit stain on them, and on the front it says Queen's Gash. in the same font he uses. Because you're a pussy too.
You sell it for $40.
Yeah. And you make each one a little bit different.
You put an original shit stain on each fucking panty. Each one of these is an original Stain Hanes.
Yeah.
A one-of-one shit stain.
Yeah.
It's like a Rorschach test. Fucking shit stains.
I was laughing about that when we were talking about this earlier about comparing him to Rorschach, but he's just like fucking blowing dudes in prison. But he's got like the Rorschach mask on, but instead of it's a black mask, and the moving white patterns are just the guys of all the cum of all the guys that he sucked off. Return to me my facial receptacle.
So back to the story at hand here. So he was literally scaring the hoes at the party. Like, I had multiple people tell me the next day, because like I didn't know what was going on until we get to like the fucking ringer of this story.
Not just hoes, dudes too. He was scaring everyone.
Any dude that's scared by him is a hoe.
If you're scared of Hanes, you're not gonna make it, and you also have no hose and no money.
They have hoes, but no money.
I literally had multiple people the next day. Like, I had like one of my friends be like, yeah, my girlfriend was getting freaked out by him. How do you like legitimately scare the hoes? Like, that's a meme. You're not supposed to like meme magic that into reality.
I know it's Halloween, but you're not actually supposed to scare them.
I'm struggling to picture this rarely seen concept of a dude scaring the hose. This is incomprehensible to my mind. How could this happen?
I'm having a great time. I haven't seen my friends for a bit because, they're talking to people. They call me, and they're like, hey, this guy's trying to fight us. And I was like, what'd you guys do? Because, I assumed my friends did something because, my friends, they're fun. But, when people get drunk, they can do stupid things. And I assume my friends would do something stupid because my friends are stupid. But no, they were like, no, this guy's just trying to fight us because we have a Trump costume on. We had, Trump blow-up dolls. They were like baby Trump dolls. They were honestly making fun of Trump. Apparently just any, sign of Trump was just an issue for Stains. And
He's not even a libtard, though. He's just a retard.
That's just because Trump has a lot of money and it triggers something. It triggers something.
I don't know what his problem was with it. But for some reason, he had an issue with my friends having some baby Trump blow-up dolls where Trump was crying. And he was like, I'm going to fucking fight you to my friends. And my friends was like, look, I'm not trying to get in a fight with this guy. Like, can you come out here and, deal with this guy? I was like, who the fuck is this guy, dude? I hadn't met Stan at this point. I had talked to him a little bit in like some group chats, but like I hadn't met him. And he decided to try to fight my friends for some reason. Like, and my friends were so spooked that they wanted to leave the party afterwards. And I didn't want to leave the party. I was having a great time. I mean, we had to go downtown. We had to go to the bars. I spent a lot of money going to like.
I spent lots of money. We could have just stayed at the party and drank for free. There was so much liquor we could have taken with us. We had flasks with us. We could have filtered up from the liquor from the party. I don't know why we didn't do that. Thank you, Science Respecter, key witness. So prior to this, Stained is scaring the hose, just being a
Stain Haines' wallet is like fucking Grosskreuz's bicep. That shit is fucking disintegrated, bro. And Stain Haines, he's like Kyle Rittenhouse. He disintegrated that shit. Fat titty little lesbian faggot.
So he was scaring the hose, and then he left to go walk his friend to the train station. And this is like where he has the heel turn is at this point. Because he's like calling multiple of us to let him back into the building. And like, I'm busy hosting and stuff, but like, I've had multiple people call me throughout the night or text me and be like, yo, let me in. I'm like,
well, he called me and he called members of the band, which the reason the band was there was through connections that were mutual introductees through him, like to me through him. So these were his connections first and foremost. So to call.
Oh, so he's the one that connected you with the band.
Yes.
So fucking Stain Haines was contacting us all trying to get back in, and like I've been getting people in all night by whoever was in my vicinity. I would point to them and be like, "Go let this person in," and then they would do it. And so I sent someone to go let him in, and they come back with someone else. I'm like, "Where's Stained?" And they're like, I don't know. He wasn't there." I'm like, weird, whatever. I go back to fucking hosting my 80-person party with the fucking band, and then like later at some point,
nice little humble brag there, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. I was actually running all the music shit. You were just like, do all this. So yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm gonna hold you accountable right now.
Yeah,
so,
just like James should take credit.
Oh no!
Just like James to try to get a cut of the shirts. Look at this fucking host right here trying to claim credit for throwing a cool party.
Can you believe this
fucking
asshole? Can you believe this scumbag?
Yeah. So anyways, Grift did handle all the music stuff because I told him to, because I'm like, I'm just not dealing with this because I don't give a shit enough. But I'm like, if you want a band, fine, but I'm not dealing with any of it. You're dealing with all that, finding the tents,
shout out M-Bomb Collective. You guys are fucking awesome. But we did get introduced through Stade, so he went to a random fucking building trying to get back to the party because he was so drunk.
Yeah, and he was buzzing a random building for 2 hours. 2 hours.
No, it wasn't 2 hours.
Oh, I was told it was 2 hours.
It was three.
Oh shit! All right, these are how urban legends start. So yeah, it was 2 hours.
I heard he was in the sewers, trying to get into the fucking mole people's house.
He was searching for the Ninja Turtles in the sewers to let him back into the party.
He was trying to get into the Chud's house in the sewers, and he was there for fucking 40 days and 40 nights. His cell phone only had enough battery for one night, but it lasted 8 nights on the same battery.
It was just in the trash dumpster, and like the metal thing is closed, and he's just like pounding on it. Just can't. Nobody can hear.
He's home. He's just made it back home. He was knocking on his door for the whole fucking night. Like, let me.
Yeah. So, okay. So
his name, Queen's Trash, is a reference to his favorite delicacy.
Yeah.
Dumpster diving in Queens.
Beautiful. Love it.
The late laugh from
Hey.
Wait, how long was he actually like out of the party?
Not that long.
An hour, 30 minutes?
Less.
Oh.
Like
20 minutes.
Half an hour
20
at
minutes.
most.
Okay. I was literally told it was 2 hours. I wasn't even making a joke.
No.
This is how urban legends start, man.
Yeah,
Haven't you ever heard about the Hanukkah phone in the sewer?
Haven't you ever heard of the Holocaust? That's the biggest urban legend of them all.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then it was a miracle. We only had gas for one more night, but the gas lasted 8 nights.
And despite the wooden doors, the urban legend started with 2,000 and somehow made its way to 6 million.
It was just German guys like telling each other the story at bars and then like trying to one up each other. It's like, yeah, oh yeah. Well, I killed 50,000.
But I killed 1,000,000.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, it's got to be at least 2 million. What?
Oh my god! I love you, Jules. I love you, dude. That's the funniest thing that's been said all night.
That's honestly one of the funniest things Jules has ever said, and it's so unintentional. With full sincerity, be like, "You have to be at least 2 million."
Oh fuck, man! It's good to have you back, buddy.
It's so good to have him back.
Good to be back.
This guy is so drunk. He's blackout drunk. He goes to the wrong building and is just pounding on the door of a random building. And then eventually, 20, 30 minutes later, he recovers some sort of primal brainstem instinct. It overcomes the alcohol, and he makes his way back to the fucking. He manages to find the apartment again, and then he gets super fucking mad at me and the band.
Wait, how did he figure out he was at the wrong apartment?
Because he was there for 6 hours and he finally sobered up.
Yeah. No. Like, so
I would assume he just saw people outside that were smoking.
Yeah, he's probably
He smelled his
wandering.
weed. His weed senses were going on.
Okay, all right. Anyway, so and he got super mad at me and the band members for not letting him in the building. Apparently, we were purposely trying to keep him out because we didn't want him there, or for some reason. I mean, I was
all in this schizo's head.
I was looking forward to selling shirts later in the night with the guy.
No, don't you know, Griff,
at that point.
By the way, this is like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
This isn't at like
Wait. All I'm thinking about is Arsen. I feel like this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. And all that's replaying is Arsen going, and this is how urban legends are made. And this is how urban legends are made. And this is how urban legends are made. And it's like, spoiler alert, cat's out of the bag.
The shit that like you guys are describing, this is like 4 a.m. behavior.
Yeah. This was 9 p.m.
He's so lit. He's this lit at 9 p.m.
Because it's not like he's saying, "Oh, I'm sorry for headbutting strangers." It's almost like the whole thing is so.
No, I'm not going to give him that much credit. I'm not going to give him that much credit for him to have an opening to be like a month from now being like, "Lol, trawled, you all got trawled."
I mean, you can't ever say that for how fucking hard he's gone. You can't like just pull. And he would be the type to pull.
I was just the Grift Shop.
He would be the one to pull the. I was just pretending to be retarded. No, you're just a fat Greek retard.
Honestly, I hope you were actually masterminding this whole thing and you just grifted the Grift Shop. Took a bunch of designs that I made for you in good faith while we were business partners, collaborators, and friends. We like to fucking accuse me of like taking free labor from you. You have no fucking idea. Like you have no fucking idea like how much I've like designing and working on the vision and was hopeful about future collabs. Like fumbled the bag that night, fumbled that bag for the fucking future. Like it's over. Like
Stain Haynes is like a fucking slut that gives her pussy away to everybody and then gets tight when somebody fucking takes advantage of her pussy. Where it takes advantage of all the free pussy that she gives away. And you're like, I can't believe you would treat my pussy like a dirty slut pussy. I only let every fucking man I've ever met fuck it.
That's a perfect analogy. So here's the point now where
Which is not to say that Grift actually did take advantage of your pussy, but it's to say that the values that you hold are now fucking, let me use one of your words, incongruent with the way that you're behaving, because you give away your label for free all the fucking time, and you give it away so much for free that I was beginning to wonder whether you valued it at all to begin with.
Dude,
so to see you this angry about this is genuinely shocking, because not only do you think your work is worth nothing, it's also actually worth nothing.
Dr. Shekel and Senior Hyde over here, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, like, in one of the numerous flyer sessions, hangouts, running business meetings, fucking wo-hop dinners, like fucking good times.
Here's the point where now I'm seeing the shit go down at the party. After he gets in, I'm like in the backyard, and I'm hearing like there's just shit going down outside, and the cops were called a second time. First time for noise, they were cool, they didn't give a shit. The second time, though, someone called the cops because Stained was literally fighting people on the street in the fucking band playing for free.
You and I both literally, like, I mean, we're the fucking hosts, but we literally had to keep him from hurting people. Like, I'm just glad.
I broke him up. I saw him headbutting someone.
Dude, like, he fucking charged down the street and fucking hand on his chest, like, slowing him down. Like, I kind of fucked up my foot doing that. Like, it's getting better now, but it, like, to fucking look in his eyes, it was completely gone, and to just like have to hold back like a feral, animalistic individual. I retreated back to the street while continuing to maintain contact, looking in his fucking eyes and saying, "You know me, trust me, you have no reason to be mad. I was negotiating with an animal. Eye contact, you know me, we're friends, trust me, calm down," while maintaining contact and retreating. It got the job done, but, you know, like, I'm just glad no one got hurt. Like, I'm fucking hosting a party here. I am somewhat liable. The cops came and kicked everyone out upstairs, which is fucking embarrassing because we had friends up here who had to get kicked out by the cops.
Fucking Jugs, his girlfriend, and girls they brought all got kicked out.
The thing
of the
that
fucking
needs to
party
be
by the cops because of
reiterated
Stain.
the most is that he had no reason to be mad in the
Jules,
first
you were-
place.
But because I haven't spoken to Alex, like, imagine him saying, "Oh, the cops didn't come for that. The cops came for this reason." It's like
No, they
fucking
100%
Rashomon.
came because
They
he
were
was
assaulting
fighting people
because
on the
I
street.
was being assaulted by like 30 people, and I fought them all off with my incredulous strength.
I believe James. I think James is a reliable source of information.
Thank you, Jules. I got out by, like, at the end of this shit where I saw him, like, headbutting a guy, and I literally was physically breaking him up from doing it. And the dude is like, Alex is fucking standing there, is like, like the fucking Greek retard ape that he is. And I'm like, bro, what is the problem? And he's like, no one let me back into the fucking party. I'm like, dude, you're literally right here. What the fuck are you talking about? He's like, I'm gonna leave. I'm like, your stuff is upstairs. He's like, I'll come back for it. Spoiler note, he did not come back for it. He texted me saying, he's like, I don't want to be around that snake Grift. Mail it to me. He literally he's like, and I just fucking mailed it to him because I'm like, I'm not dealing with this fucking bullshit. I want his stuff out of here. I don't want to fucking deal with it. So he asked for some of his stuff back, mailed it to him.
Literally the only shirt that was sold at the party was a member of the band that he assaulted bought one of his shirts for like whatever $30 upcharge it was based on its actual value. We sent him all of that money.
Yeah, because he kept fucking.
Yeah, and dude, this you're talking about how early this was in the night. This was all before we had any chance to sell any actual shirts at the party. It's like you both fumble the bag for all future work that we're gonna do together, and like just fumble the bag in the moment in the fucking worst way you possibly could. It's like you're fucking allergic to the money. It's like you got some like it's like the money's poison ivy to you. Like it's like
That's why
the
he's
money,
broke, bro.
Yeah, the money.
That's why he's broke.
The money gives you a fucking rash, dude. Like you're breaking out all over, man. It's not a good look.
Figured out that the opposite of a Jew is what happens when you mix Spanish with Greek. You get the opposite of a Jew. One of those races that just fucking balloons as they age. Fucking 80-year-old man acting like a toddler. No money, no hose. You're pathetic. You suck.
So at this point in the party, he has still not complained, as far as I'm aware, about getting scammed, quote unquote, by Grift. Again, a recap here. We're setting up. I asked for a cut of the MK Ultra shirt, specifically only that shirt. No issues. Later in the party, around 9 p.m., 10 p.m., whatever, Stain gets insanely drunk, scares the hose, goes to send his friend back to the train, walks him there, comes back to the wrong apartment, is banging there for 20 to 30 minutes, gets angry that no one's letting him in, starts fighting Eric's friends, starts fighting fucking the band manager. And then I come back, break up the fight, and then he's fucking just storms off without his shit because he's just fucking going drunk, autistic, Greek retard mode.
I would love to finish the story because I think there's a much more interesting conversation to be had here, just about like
The aftermath.
Just like the type of person that does this.
I think genuinely he wasn't even trying to headbutt that guy. He just hadn't had a meal in a while. He was trying to eat him.
So after all this, he just starts going on a rant about Grift on fucking Twitter, calling him a snake and a thief, conniving behind his back, being like,
This is 1 a.m.
Yeah, 1 a.m. And he's like, he's been making these agreements behind my back and whatnot. Whereas, like, if he had any issue with me asking for a cut of a shirt using my branding at my own party, at my own house, he could have spoke up in the moment there.
You could have, as face to face as friends, when we asked you if you were cool with this, you could have had a conversation with us about if you had any trepidations about this proposal. It was just a proposal. If it's not cool with you, it's not cool with you, and then we figure it out. The stakes here are so low that for you to blow both a potential to accumulate resources that night and for the future, which apparently actually doesn't matter for you because you're using all the designs that we were going to do collabs with, so I'm not going to see any of that money. So yeah, the Grift Shop got grifted. Yeah, the Grift Shop got fucking grifted. Who grifts the Grift Shop?
Stained is a bitch, and just like a bitch, he fucked someone and regretted it afterwards, and now he's crying rape.
That's so fucking accurate.
Above all else, it's fucking embarrassing to be a fucking literally 40-year-old man behaving like this.
Yeah.
Like, that's embarrassing.
So, but, like, here's the worst part. We thought...
And you have no money, and you have no hose, and you're a bitch.
And I go through your trash, and I don't need a warrant, and I will send your biological samples to a laboratory and design drugs only for you. And I'll in a room, and no, it will only touch you. And no one will have a fucking clue what the fuck is going on.
Stained is, like, going on this rant at 1 a.m., right? But, like, we're all thinking it's like, wow, this is fucking retarded. He's gonna regret it the next day. Not only does he not regret it the next day, not only does he double down on this shit, calling Grift a snake and a liar, where his quote-unquote proof is a screenshot of him getting mad at Grift at 1 a.m., where he's like, Grift is like, oh yeah, all your stuff is secured here, man, and he keeps reposting the same screenshot as that's proof of anything.
Yeah,
This screenshot proves literally nothing for him.
Everybody knows that.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, you're calling me a snake and a liar online and literally using the language of you now have a shit smear on your business reputation. Using a screenshot of me saying, I have your inventory and I'm making sure it's safe.
Why don't you press charges?
What's there to press charges for?
Why?
But isn't he damaging your...
No, dude, come
Isn't
on,
he
man.
harming you?
I'm not.
Isn't he harming you? Isn't
I'm
he harming you?
I'm not a litigious individual.
But okay,
Anyway,
but is he harming you?
Haynes should be pressing charges against himself for ruining his own career.
Why
Yeah.
don't you think he's harming you?
Because
he's a fucking fat retard with no clout.
With
no clout and no bitches.
That's right.
And
I don't
no
think
money.
That's
That's
a
right.
horrible excuse. That's a horrible reason. You're a
Jules,
horrible lawyer.
Jules, I work for a law firm. I'm
go.
going to be a lawyer.
Here we go.
If
This
you-
is what we were looking for. Not James.
Look, if he
freaking
wanted
real
to
estate
press
influencer.
charges for libel and defamation, realistically,
What have
there's a
I been
case-
saying the entire
like-
episode? He has no money. Why would you fucking sue? There's no what would you make? He has no money.
The attorney's fees would be
Yeah, well,
more.
the only reason you do that is to make them hurt, right? You can actually.
How can you hurt someone with no money and no hose?
Okay,
The
I am
attorney's
not a
fees would
vindictive
cost
individual.
more than the damages that you recover. Even if you recover and make Stain pay for the damages, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
The mere act of even dignifying whatever manufactured feud he's made up in his head, the mere act of even dignifying it on a podcast, I feel low and dirty for even engaging in it. Like, it's this super fucking great ass conversation. Like, it's fucking like the dunks are amazing, but to even dignify with any sort of response is, I mean, you're
Go
low,
off.
like he forces
Go
he
off.
he forces us to lower ourselves to his level,
And what level is that? Queens trash.
to fucking
Dude,
trash
he would have
level.
to sell himself like into slavery. If you sued him, he'd have to sell himself to slavery to like.
That's
pay
why I
back
haven't
what
gotten
you
into
owe-
it
what
on
he
the
owes you.
timeline at all. I'm not
Would
gonna.
be to like $10.
Why would I even dignify any of this shit on Twitter with a response?
He's still, by the way, as of the date of this recording, November 17th. It's 3 weeks after the fact, and he's still going on about this on Twitter.
He's still retweeting the same post from 5 days ago that has like 18 likes or something. Like, dude,
Yeah, but why is he denying? Is he saying he doesn't remember? Is he just basically?
No, he's
saying,
just sticking to his story. He's sticking to his guns, dude.
But is he saying he doesn't remember?
No,
headbutting
he's
people?
not saying that at all.
He's saying, "Oh, I headbutted people and they had it."
no. Nobody knows about that. Nobody knows about that because we were not fucking posting about this bullshit on the timeline.
He has not acknowledged once.
We're
even when-
saving it for the podcast because it is valuable content, and
It's
we are
funny.
capitalizing. We
Yeah.
are capitalizing on the
We're not
personal
giving it away
intel.
for free.
We're not-
This is a free episode,
giving it-
right?
Yeah. free clout. Yeah. No.
How are we supposed to make money if you keep giving all these episodes away for free?
Yeah. Yeah, you make money?
Bitch, you live like this?
We're getting paid?
Of course, the Jews on the episode for the first time, he was like, "What do you mean I'm not getting?"
Yeah,
paid?"
every month James is like, "Yeah, no, man, I'm gonna give you your share. It's just
I never said I was going to give you your share.
the overhead costs. Every month we do drop shipping with these episodes. Maybe if you start screen printing the episodes, we can upsell them and 3 people will listen to it.
Don't believe what you hear. This is a communist podcast. All the guests are paid. James Healey distributes the Patreon money equally.
No, he
this
doesn't.
is
No,
extreme.
no,
That's
yeah.
not true.
He's
No way. No, it's not.
Even if he paid me, I would still say that's not true because he does all the actual work. I just come here to be an asshole for
like
fucking 2 hours.
as a showrunner should. I've never seen any money from podcasting. Never should.
You know, it's also funny how it's a testament to how stupid retards on Twitter are, because he said all of this shit with no actual proof, and people have been like shitting on Grift despite
Have they?
this.
I haven't even
I've seen it in the reply.
This isn't real.
I've seen like not a lot, but like I've seen like a couple people in the mentions be like, "Oh yeah, get his ass," blah blah blah. It's like you're just blindly accepting one person's take without any proof at all.
Fan behavior.
But like for us, we
believe victims, King.
believe victims. For us, at the very least, we have fucking one. Can you really make this shit up? 2, the amount of fucking Twitter people that were at this party that you could all ask any of them that were there.
Dude. You can corroborate, dude. All the Twitter people. Yeah, I can corroborate with all of them.
The party was mostly Twitter people. So you could cross-reference any of them if you want to hear legitimacy to the story. But so far, it's been literally Stained having one side and everyone else having something else. Yeah. So, and he's been continuing to quintuple it down on this shit. 2 weeks later, he is not over it. Over a $30 T-shirt that he got paid for. So,
It was. See, the thing was, it wasn't even over that. It was over a manufactured issue that prevented us from selling any T-shirts, which we had planned to later on in the night.
Because he's allergic to money.
Like,
or he's like superstitious against you guys. Like maybe he's part of some kind of underground community, and he thinks all of you are like.
He's
have
an
the
underground
mark of the
community
beast.
that has no money
He could
because
be
they eat
responding
trash.
to the mark of the beast. Could explain it if it's almost like he's doing like a cry for help.
And then all the Greek faggots will look up from sucking and deep-throating dicks and cry, help! And I'll look down and whisper, keep sucking my dick, you little Greek faggot. I'm about to come. I'm about to fucking come, you... Oh, God, I'm about to fucking come, you little Greek faggot.
His cry for help is he was over one time and he saw me sweeping the floor and he saw me sweep up a week worth of meals for him with all the crumbs that he was fucking that
leave
Arsen
those
was
skin
spilling.
cells on the floor. Leave those skin cells on the floor. That's my lunch. I was gonna snorkel up Grift's pubes on the bathroom fucking toilet for dessert. Don't clean the toilet. I'm gonna fucking eat out of it later. I'm gonna lick the fucking what's that word? Shit that like fucking builds up on your toilet if you don't clean it.
Oh, the piss ring? Yeah.
Well, there's a word for it.
I didn't know there was a word for it.
is there a word for that?
Yeah, there's a word. It's called stained Hanes.
So, again, let me wrap up this episode with one final recap of everything. We start because if anyone could coherently understand this entire story from front to back without me recapping
This is
the whole
like
thing,
this is basically like to Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly," where he tells the poem over the course of the album like progressively longer. Like he'll repeat the same thing every time, but each time the story gets longer.
I remember you was conflicted.
Yeah.
Misusing your
influence.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I did the same. Gave them all away for free.
misusing the crumbs on the floor,
Yeah.
How
But
much a
until it
dollar
turned
costs?
resentment.
cleaning up my dinner.
Resentment that turned into a deep depression. Depression that led me to eating a quarter of a can of beans every week because I got no money and no hose.
So, quick recap before we end the episode. Pre-party, asks for a cut of the MK Ultra shirts. He says fine, no problem. Later, gets super drunk at the party. 9 o'clock, scares the hose. Drops his friend off. Is ringing at the wrong apartment for fucking 20 or 30 minutes. Gets super fucking angry. Starts fucking trying to fight Eric's friends and the band members and headbutting them. Cops are called. Fucking makes people leave from my party. He storms out without his stuff, even though I offered to give it to him. He goes and fucking slanders Grift online, calling him a fucking scam artist and a snake because people are going behind his back about profit margins and whatnot. He's been doubling down on this, tripling down on this, quadrupling down on this for fucking over 2 weeks now.
If he worked this hard at like actually making money as he did,
slandering Grift.
as he did at slandering,
Maybe he can afford to eat half a can of beans for a week. And the last part is that he claims that
3 weeks later,
3 weeks later, that Grift has stolen money from him, even though he has not.
he's been fully compensated
for the one shirt that should have been split, by the way. He got the full profit on that. The cherry on top, though, is that now he's calling Grift the snake and the scam artist, but he is selling Grift designs that he has made on his site for $40 shitty screen printed fucking t-shirt.
However much you cut it, my designs, things that we had already collabed on, things that we were going to future collab on with other people, even besides me, to see someone using them after completely going schizo and then claiming that I'm stealing from them, and then you're straight up, you're literally stealing from me. So
who'd have thunk it? A fucking Greek is a dirty, conniving piece of shit. Imagine my surprise. You motherfuckers are going to start listening to me one day when I tell you never trust a Balkan. Because I'm going to sleep on your couch one night, and you're going to wake up with all your shit gone.
Arsen, do you have any final words about Mr. Stained Haynes himself?
No money. No hose. You're a bitch. Good night.
Patreon.com/MKUltraMoney, Grift.shop, get the white pill collection.